Oh, hello there, I'm leesusss, and this is Be Happy, and things are looking a bit different, aren't they, around here? Yes, apart from obviously the extra building I've been doing, I've decided to try a texture pack. Oops, oh dear. There's a number of texture packs that'll work on Feed the Beast, and I've looked at a few of them, and I quite like this one. To tell you the truth, it's not as clean cut as some of the others. Some are quite simple looking texture packs, clean lines and all the rest, but I like the depth and detail of this one. But let me know what you think, and I'll decide whether they keep it or not. So, things have been happening while I've been away. While you've been away, I've been here. What have you been doing? Let's see. What shall we start with first? Good question. Let's do the bees first, shall we? Things are still pollinating around. Oh, we've finally got some more lily pads to expand. This is rather nice. Right then, what do we have here? We have Production Central over here. Oh, I need to put you back in, ladies. There's a Cooperun Princess and the Cooperun. We know about that. Loads of copper nuggets still coming out. And we also still have the tin one as well. Tin nuggets coming out as well. Lots of lovely production. And we still have the River Queen working over here, producing clay ones as well. But now we have lead, the Blum Bum Queen, which is, and also, what's the other one? There you are, the Ferris Queen as well, who's not produced any nuggets yet, but I'm hoping she will soon. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on her, make sure she gets something out. They've only just gone in very recently. Power's still fine. I've grouped them all together. They've all got flowers and things. They all seem fairly happy. These guys have got nothing special. In terms of demands, we'll have ones later that will have special demands in terms of area and humidity and everything else, but they're fine for now. Over here we have, oh, this one's finished. The unusual drone still chugging away, still producing mundane combs. Not very many. I've just been popping over occasionally to pick these up, not all the time. The automation upgrade I could put in here is something I queried last time. What the hell is it? And apparently it will do what I was doing there. It will put the princess and the drone automatically back into spaces when they finish, which is not bad, I guess. But I don't mind wandering over every now and then and doing it myself. That's more copper. Come on, iron bit. Ah, there we go. Iron nuggets. Good stuff. Good to see. So, more automation is still in order around here for various things. But for now, I don't mind wandering over to do that. Let's store all our stuff in here. As far as the bees have been concerned, I have been... So the ones I'm getting out of here, these are actually identical to some of the ones I've analysed. But I have to analyse them again, if you see what I mean, to get the stats out. But these are nothing amazing. They're just the basic drones that I pick up every now and then. So they go back in this box here. So I'm aware that they're just, fairly standard insects. Actually, I shouldn't put the nuggets in there. Let's keep the nuggets out. What's that? Beeswax. Okay, that's all of it, isn't it? Okay. Bees that have been analysed are all in here. The ones I did with the Bealyzer. There's nothing particularly special about most of these. I need to start changing things, like particularly their key things are their fertility. Because a lot of the newer bees, like the Cooperman and the Stanham and all the rest of them, they've all got well, you can't actually see here because you haven't got the full detail, but they only produce one offspring of each. So you'll get one princess and one drone out of each, which is not great because it means that it's hard to do new things and further breeding with those bees because you've only got one of each. So I'm really relying on the quest book giving me more of those to do something with them. There's always some further breeding on from each one, but we'll deal with that later. That's not a problem. I need to come back to this in a minute. What else do I need to do? Oh, yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, otherwise, over here, this has changed a little bit over this way. I've changed the way that, hello spider, the grind has been working. A little bit better, but not perfect. So, what I was finding before was, it was a pain trying to get in there and get the drops from these lovely zombies and everything else. So first of all I tried... Hello, creeper. I tried putting a layer of the punji stakes above the water flowing across. But that didn't really work either, because the trouble is, drops that come down, we can see through here when they come through, the drops through here, they sit on top of the punji stakes. That doesn't work. Then I discovered these spikes, these wooden spikes in the what do you call it? In too many items, and I started making those. But the trouble with these things is they only reduce mob health down to 1 health, but they don't actually kill them. I'd need iron spikes to do that, and they just take too much iron to make. I haven't got the iron available right now, so I've compromised with a few spikes over here, and what happens is these are sheltered, so nothing can fall on top of them to die, but anything coming across gets pushed into the punjies by the water, and then dies and comes through here. But the trouble is the spiders still don't work properly, because the spiders sometimes sneak through underneath. You have to kill them by hand, but there you go. That's not too bad. I have a ridiculous amount of stuff in here, though, including gelatinous slime, which occasionally comes through. Probably not much use, but it's in there. Loads of gunpowder and everything else. Loads of arrows. I've now made myself a bow. I've got so many arrows. And occasionally we have these blitzes come through, which look like blazes. But I'm not quite sure what their dust is actually for. Probably nothing useful, but occasionally they drop things as well. So we've got loads of things coming through here. And I don't mind coming over every now and then to do that. However, I have died again. I died when I'm remaking this to a creeper who managed to somehow sneak up behind me and blow me up. Luckily, he killed me about here rather than falling off the edge. Which relates to something else, which is, you might be wondering how I managed to move this water around when I had no bucket, because I lost my bucket when I died the first time. Well, if you look down there, you can see that's where I died, and where my gravestone was down there. And what I did was, yeah, this is what a stupid person does when they're desperate to get their things back. That's the water behind that column there. There's the water falling down from what was the cobble generator I made right at the very start, and I rode the water down slowly, carefully putting this column of cobble down. That was great fun. I didn't actually die doing it, which might surprise me, but I basically was sitting there with nothing but a stack of stacks of cobble in my hand and nothing else, in case I did die. But slowly stacking cobble all the way down. That was a fun half an hour. Till I got to the bottom, I managed to build out a little bit, and then basically zigzag my way across to get to the grave over there. So I got my bucket back, and my various other tools. I got Builder's 1 back, which is nice, and I put them all in there. And there's the wooden spikes, by the way. So there you go. So that's been improved, the mob grinder, and I'm expanding a little bit here and there. But what we need to do now is to progress a little bit further. Oh, you guys out already, are you? See, only one of each. See, 1 princess, 1 drone. I need to make the cowbees. Yeah, you heard me. The cowbees. We looked at those in the previous one, didn't we? Only 1 nugget. Right, okay. I think we need... Let's move some of these upgrades across. That is the problem, it's nightfall. I need to go to bed. I'm back in a second. Yeah, the panels are still handling the charge okay, but they do start to drop off at night time if I don't go to bed, so that is a bit of a problem. But I think we should probably put some more upgrades in there as well to get more iron, because I like to have more copper's good, because copper is so important to make bronze for the various things of carpenters and everything else. But really, where's my upgrades? There's the automation upgrades. There's the stupid lifespan upgrades. Right, let's take 2 of these. I'm gonna... Oh, careful. I'm gonna need more iron. What happened to Colin too, by the way? He's gone. Our second... what do you call them? Pigmen. He went. Never mind. Anyway. Check these guys. See, I don't mind wandering over and doing this at the moment. I'll get bored with it later, but for now, it's not a problem. Right then. So the next step is the cowbee. And the way we're going to make that is we're going to have to not sacrifice a bee. We're going to have to come on me, sort it out. I'm still getting used to the texture pack and what's where. I'm obsessively putting these bits away. We're going to need to use this thing, which is the genetic imprinter. So this is the template they gave us, which you can see from the stats there. The most important bit really is the bovine bit at the top. This will take any bee that you put in there, and it will. We've got one in there already. It will make it into the bovine bee. It will completely overwrite their genetic template, is what it will do. So it's storing cobble for a rainy day. There we go. So we need to find a bee that we don't mind overwriting. And also, we need to overwrite a queen. There's no point in overwriting a princess or a drone, because when we combine it with something else, it could lose the bovine stats in it. So we can't waste the material doing that. So probably the best thing to do, the least useful thing right now, are the basic Rocky Princess and drones, because they're not there, and I've got more of them. And 8 generations in captivity, does that matter? I'm going to look up about this, how important that is about the captivity business, and if it's going to cause degenerate behaviour at some point, but for now I don't know. So what I need right now is a basic hive. Give me one of these ones. An apiary, sorry. A basic apiary. It's going to plonk it down over here. Under a tree. Does it matter if it's under a tree? Not for breeding, I don't think. We'll put it here, actually. All we want to do in here is just put them in to make a queen. There she is. And then we're going to put this queen into the old genetic imprinter here. Away it goes. This is going to stay, we won't lose this. Now what I'm interested to know is, I've got another bit of genetic information over here, which is the one from, that's the short lifespan, that's no use. The fertility 4, which I sort of kept from the start, the basic levels. The question is, how can I put this into, here's a bovine queen, into one of these? I mean, I guess I could, this is a blank one, I could put this into here, I think. And I wonder if you can, if you've only got one gene in a genetic template, can you put other queens, other queens in there, and put just that one chromosome across? I keep saying gene, I mean chromosome. That one chromosome across, the fertility 4 one, so that you can upgrade your things like your stannum bees and your iron bees, so that they produce more offspring. That I don't know. I might have to play around with that to see if that will work or not. It might be important for some of the more important bees, possibly. Anyway, but for now, though, we've got the bovine queen. And we get. Have I got another hive? I don't think I haven't got another hive. I don't, do I? That's okay. Well, this is why we've got there's other hives here. Unless we're gonna get given some more as part of a quest. No, there's no quest to complete. We are going to get some more hives soon. I know that. We're in here. See, bovine bee completed. We want milk for the milky combs, and we want wheat. These just give us solar panels. So this will. I know I can get more of these anyway. For now, we're just going to use the basic hive there, and we're going to put in some of these proven frames, which double the output. They're like the upgrades, like the production upgrades that you get in here. Yeah, they're the equivalent of that, but they wear out after a while. But what we need for this bee is we need, if I remember correctly, we need wheat, I seem to remember, but this might be close enough. I think this is pretty close enough. She seems happy. But what I was going to do was I was going to put a little patch of water down here. Have I not actually got a spade? I don't know, but I think I've got a mattock over here somewhere. It's not really necessary, but it's nice to do it, I think. There's my precious bucket of water. There we go. I wish I got grass. I wish I had grass. This mud's okay. Looks a bit better than the standard mud, but even so, it's not very nice looking, is it really? And we'll take some of the wheat from over here. What are those? Cocoa beans. I need to plant those at some point. Normal seeds. There you go. And I think we can afford... Let's go and pop over and see the mob grinder. And we can get some... We've got so many bones and stuff over here. I'm sure it'll be useful at some point. We can use them in tinkers to make handles and things. Let's get some... Are you shooting at me? I got quite excited when I saw these slime balls in the texture pack, because I thought for a second they were... I thought they were ender pearls, but no such luck. There was effectively room in there for Enderman to spawn, but it's not very likely, is it really? There we go. You lot keep dying in there. I can hear a spider though. Come on, spider. Not you. There's string. I really want the eyes still. I need the spider eyes, but I don't think I'm going to get them like that. I'll have to get them in some other way maybe. Let's just dump these in here. Bones and rotten flesh and all the good stuff. Oh, I'd love to get a hopper for that at some point, but not yet, obviously. Right, what was I doing? I was doing something. I think I was doing something. Remind me quick, what was it? I was going to bone meal these plants, wasn't I? There you go. There you go, bees! Ooh. Have you given me stuff already? Milky combs. Wheaten combs. Lovely, there you go. So how many of these things do I need? 16. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, okay, we'll get them. This takes a bit of time. That is fine. We'll put that, the whatever you call it in there. The bone meal. So many chests now as well. So there we go. So progress is being made. What other quests can I do while I'm here? Back to basics. I've done that one down there, the automation one, haven't I? I've got to hand load these combs in. Not too worried about this for now. I'll do this one. I'm collecting a lot of combs. I will do that further down the line. That's not a problem particularly. Bee restaurant, no. The industrial factory, combs that I can't produce yet. Apart from this one. This could be good. I shouldn't think I've got 32 mundane combs yet. That's one of the slower ones to get produced. 23. We're getting there. Slowly, slowly. And I guess these are random gene samples. I don't know what they are. What else do we have here? More upgrades and things. Ah, here's how I get more of these. Let's just do that, shall we? Because, you know, I've got... Oh, it's stringy combs. I've got a lot of honeycombs. Oh, you want stringy combs as well? I don't want to waste any more time. I'll just give you a stack of... Did you really produce that much? Yes, I did actually, but you're now taking it all away from me. Oh, you pain in the bum. That's really annoying, actually. I guess I'm not using them for anything else. Give me that. There we go. Okay, there you go. I've got more apiaries now, and that will fit well, I guess, when I get more power. What are these ones? Impregnated. I think they're better. They're not quite as good as proven. I don't think. I can't remember. Well, we can find out later. Oh my goodness, 64 of them. I guess you did give me a lot. It's just the power that I'm still after, really. That's wheaten and... Oh, I was about to go and spin those down, but I can't really. I need to wait for them. Right, I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to check a few more things I can possibly do right now. Well, it would seem that I can't do many more quests for now until I get some more things produced, but we're heading really towards this slot now. So it's, as before, collecting X number of nuggets to do whatever. But I guess we can do some building while we're here. And we've got some enough things. We can get some of these solar panels. A carpenter. How do you make a carpenter? By the way, we're still getting very little production out of the Ferris Queen, which is a shame. Very few nuggets coming out, but I guess iron's much more valuable, so they limit it a bit more. But even with loads of upgrades, it's quite hard. Have I not made a... Hold on a second. Before I just go ahead and make this, have I not made a carpenter already? I've got sturdy casings. It feels very... It feels almost exactly the same as the centrifuge. Maybe the centrifuge is copper on the side. Let's have a look. Hold on. Ah, okay. So it's basically the carpenter is exactly the same as a centrifuge, but instead of copper on the sides, it is bronze, which makes it a bit more demanding to make. But I might have enough. So six ingots of bronze. Can I combine ingots to make bronze? No, it's a 3-1, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. Can't use ingots. Let's make some bars. We make 3 of those. And we make 1 of these. I can make 6 of them. Because you shift click. Like an idiot. Oh, I guess 4 bronze ingots. Okay, well that's... Okay. I'm good with that. What was I doing again? I was doing that, wasn't I? I was doing that, and I was doing that, and that, and then some glass. Do I have some glass, perchance? That's one of the best things about the texture pack. Is nice clear glass. I would not normally... I mean, if I've got anything like a Tinker's system going on, I always use the clear glass because I can't stand the normal Minecraft glass. But this is okay with the little frames in there. Right, now, what am I going to get for this? Oh. Okay, so from what I remember, I think the flux ducts will be more useful. So the flux ducts are what are over here. These are the ones that take the high power of... oh, you're producing milky cams. That's nice. They're the ones that take the high power levels. Can I view this? I'm sure I can view it in some way where I can see what's in there. I thought I could. I thought I could click on it to see how much power was going through. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I can do it for these. The wires that are buried in here. Anyway, so the ones in here are taking the power from the level 3 solar panels. So I'm going to expand this. I'm going to put this in a proper little area where I've got, you know, the panels on the roof, I guess, and then the machines down below in a more sensible manner rather than just jammed around the same bunch of wires. And I would like some more wires, but I think... I do think occasionally, I do. I think that... what have I got left over here? I'm sure I've got some wires left over here. What have I got? I've got the hardened flux ducts. 800 RF per tick. Maybe I'm mixing them up, which ones they are. Hold on. Hardened flux ducts. 800 RF per tick. And then the other ones are called redstone energy flux ducts. Oops. Spell it correctly, you fool. Oh, okay. That's quite a big difference. 8,000 RF per tick. So I think I need... I think I'll take the redstone ones. Is that not correct? Yeah, it makes sense for the one to be a smaller number. I'm sure I can... Yeah, I can put the power from these through these, can't I? There we go. Me second guessing myself all the time. What else can I do? I can't really see the point of the squeezer. There's nothing else I really want to squeeze at the moment. Some of the codes may produce products, you have to deal with them in the squeezer. And what have we got here? A portable tank. and more solar panels. And how do you make a squeezer? Is it remarkably similar to the other one? It probably is not that sort of squeegee. Squeezer. Tin and steady casing. Let's just make it anyway, shall we? Because, you know, why not? Actually, I don't think we can. Are we out of tin? Oh, we've got these tins. I should really have used these up first, probably, actually. Because they're not the same, are they? Yeah, I should probably use those ones up first. Let's just do that. Let's just get ready to do some squeezing. I have to look up the squeezer and what it's actually really useful for. If it's useful for anything. In terms of... I'm sure it's useful for something. Is it really useful? Useful is more the question, I'd imagine. And the... What am I going to do with this junk? I don't know. Was that the squeezer I just made? No. Oh, I'll sort it out later. What do I want this time? A drum or a resonant portable tank? I don't know. What do you put in a drum? Can you put anything in a drum? Looks like you can. Oh, well, it's a drum. It's full of drum full of honey. I'm not going to choose this, I don't think, until I'm sure. Resonant portable tank. Where's the portable tank? There it is. Holds 512,000 millibuckets. 512 buckets. And a... Does that hold even more? That's an... 512 buckets. Hold on. We're in such stupid numbers here. This is what happens with some of these mod packs, where they start giving them the most overpowered items possible. It's just a drum, wasn't it? It's just a basic drum. 250. Basically, it's half the size. Well, you're offering me the same thing, just in two different forms. I'll have to look that up, because maybe one of these is more difficult to use than the other, more convenient than the other. I don't know. I can't imagine. Anyway, so there you go. I think I'm going to break for a bit now. Yeah, so progress is being made still. And I was going to tell you about automation as well, but I think I'll do that later. I have been looking into automation and moving things around, but it's going to take some... Oh no, no. Oh, god damn it. Okay, let's put these bees in here for a start, and then we'll see what happened there. That is really, really annoying. Okay. My cow bee is reverted. How did that happen? Did it not come out as a whatever stock? As a pristine stock. Okay, I'll be along in a minute. Hold on. I was been assaulted by a mini zombie. Don't know how he got out of there, but there you go. It's obviously a bit of thing I've got to watch out for. So this is the Rocky Queen. Okay. So I have a Rocky Queen here, and this is I've basically the ones that the bovine. I've recombined the drone and the princess again. And I've now got here the active and the inactive genetics here. So I've got... It still has the bovine aspects to it, but they're inactive rather than active on there. So how do I reactivate this then? Rocky bovine hybrid. I have to look that up to see how I can get that to go back to bovine again, because that's annoying. I can't afford to keep sticking it back through the sequencer again, the imprinter again. So maybe where I made a Rocky Queen, and then I put it through the imprinter. Maybe I should have put the princess in there, the drone in there, imprinted them both, and then combine them together. That's possibly the answer. That might be, rather than just doing this again, because this will just happen again. If I put her back in there again, I run it once, I use, well, the power doesn't matter. I use one lot of these things here, and then it might revert again. But I'm not sure if doing that with the princess and the drone will fix it either. I need to go and investigate, I think.